So here we are, we're at Livermore High School. This is going to be Livermore versus Dublin High. Livermore, the home team. We have the captains for both teams showing up with the referee for the coin toss. Got the handshakes. This will be the 9th game for Dublin High. Dublin High losing the last 3 league games. Livermore coming in at a 7-0-1 record, I believe, undefeated. Should be a tough match for Dublin High, and we'll be starting in just a few minutes. Okay, back here at Livermore High School. Varsity girls, Dublin High and Livermore. Livermore, the home team, in the black strip, going right to left. Dublin High in the white and the red, left to right. We'll see who's got the kickoff here in a minute. The referee with the ball. Looks like Dublin High with the kickoff. Livermore looking like they got the stronger team, undefeated. Dublin 0-3 at the moment in the league. .40-minute halves. Time kept up on the scoreboard. Livermore getting all the players out there right now. Player adjustment. And there's the whistle. Dublin High going back in the midfield area. Now back to the far side defense. Back in the midfield now, all the way back. Back into the midfield. Sending it up. And back again. Back to the goalkeeper now. Back into the middle. And that goes outside. It's going to be a throw in for Livermore. Dublin High trying to control out of the back under too much pressure and just sending that out. Throwing straight to Dublin High clearing it, and that goes to Livermore. Livermore now under pressure, sending it back. Livermore with control, sending it up in the midfield, and now back again. And that goes up the line. Dublin cuts that off, sends it out. It's going to be a Livermore throw-in. Livermore up the line. Looking to send that in, it's blocked. Cleared out. Dublin getting a foot on it. Working their way around, sending the line. Dublin High sending it in again. Now into the box. Dublin High attacking the box, not able to get around. That's going to whistle the foul. That'll be a free kick, Livermore. Sent high, near midfield, headed by Dublin. Now by Livermore. Livermore controlling. Livermore to the far back, far side line. Sent up the line now. That goes out. This is going to be a Livermore throw. Livermore sending that ball up from the throw-in. Dublin there to greet it, send it back up. Headed by Livermore. Dublin to control, send it up, and taken away by Livermore. Livermore with the switch to the other side. Dublin there to greet it. And to control it, the combination. Livermore poking that out, taking control, putting together some combinations. Under pressure, knocked out. Livermore throwing. Referee whistling that back. A couple of yards. Goes up the line. Livermore player wide open, able to control that. Send it back, now sent right back up again. Livermore wide open, now running it at goal. Right in the middle of the field. Turning it. Sending one to the near side on the outside. Crossed into the middle. This player's open far side. Oh, that goes all the way through. And that's Dublin back there chasing that down and sending that up the line. Dublin chasing that down, Livermore getting there first and just sending it to the goalkeeper for Dublin High. Dublin High punting that up near midfield. It drops nicely for Livermore, but Livermore hits that right to Dublin. Now Dublin with control. Sending it all the way back. Now to the goalkeeper. It gets sent right in the middle, right to Livermore High. Dublin there to greet it, pressure, but there's going to be a shot on goal, and that hits off the football upright. Will be a goal kick for Dublin High. Good effort by Livermore. Long range effort. Good shot. Looked really dangerous. And now this is Dublin with a nice goal kick all the way out to midfield. Able to get on the end of it. And now setting the far line. That's going to go too far. It's going to go out for a throw in Livermore. That's up the line. Dublin getting a foot on it, setting it into the middle. Livermore on the end of it, not controlling. Livermore sending it up into the middle. Dublin there, gets knocked around, headed by Livermore into the middle, and cleared by Dublin. Straight up in the air in the middle of the field. Takes a bounce. Headed on by Dublin, straight to Livermore. Livermore sending it down the middle, right to Dublin. And now Dublin dribbling up the middle of the field. It gets sent outside, it's going to go out. Throw in Livermore. Apparently that's called a throw-in for Dublin. Throw-in headed by Dublin, headed on again. Nobody there. Livermore to clear that. Dublin on the end of that clearance, knocking it out. Throw-in for Livermore. That's a long throw up the line. And just safely cleared out by Dublin. Looks like it's going to be a long throw by Livermore High. That last throw was quite long. This should make it into the middle of the box. Yeah, there it goes. Almost to the PK spot. Dangerous throw. And this is Livermore coming out with it, controlling it, just on top of Dublin's box to the outside. Wonderful cross. It's going to go long all the way out. Dublin throwing on the far side. Short throw for Dublin out the back. Now cleared up over the top. Nobody there. And out. Livermore High throwing. Livermore sending that in towards the center, Dublin clearing that. It drops to Livermore nicely. There's a shot, and that's just going to go wide. And looks like that goes out for a goal kick. That's what the referees are calling for. Sent long by Dublin, flicked on. Nice combination for Dublin right in the middle of the field there. Oh, and there's a slip. Livermore taking over on a slip from Dublin. And finally stopped by Dublin, sent back in by Livermore. Clearance, an overhead clearance by Dublin. Sent back. And it's been called a foul, so we had a Dublin free kick. Dublin looking to hit a long one. It goes up the line long, straight to Livermore. Livermore sending it right back and able to control it. Yeah, it goes out before it's sent up the line, and that will be a Dublin throw-in. Dublin up the line. Dublin under pressure. Livermore taking the ball. Look, Dublin getting a foot on it. It gets knocked away, sent into the middle. And now Livermore is controlling on the far side. Livermore sending it in the middle, straight to Dublin High. Dublin High not controlling in the middle. Dublin High sending it to the far side. Just going to roll out, throw in for Livermore. Livermore up the line. Nobody marking. Finally, foot in. Deflected and bounced straight to Livermore. Now Livermore goes far side. Dublin defending well. Stepping in front of that through ball. And now here comes Livermore down the near side. Dublin stepping up well again. And now a nice combination play. And into the middle. And then that gets lost, and that's Livermore high. Dublin taking it right back again. Out of the near side. Back into the middle. Down the line towards the corner. That's going to go long. It's going to be a corner kick. Or I mean a goal kick, not a corner kick. Sent in the middle. Dublin able to take that away from Livermore. Now Livermore takes it back, sends it out to the far side. Throw in for Dublin on the far side. Dublin up the line, bounces off Livermore. It's another throw in, about 10 yards up. Throw up the line, Dublin on the end of it, sending it back, sent back into the middle. Nobody there except Livermore. And here comes Livermore onto the near side. There's a long ball, and it's getting chased down. Dublin chasing that down on defense. Livermore trying to get it in. He's finally out. Called a corner kick. Referee looking at his AR, and the AR pointing to the corner. We'll see how Livermore sets up for this. Livermore with two players on the back post. It's an in-swinger. That goes right to the middle, and that's straight to the goalkeeper for Dublin High. She pulls that out of the sky. Nice catch. long punt to the far side near midfield, taking one bounce, headed on by Dublin. And here comes Dublin. Livermore stepping up, taking that ball away and sending it near side, but that's stopped. Dublin high now, sending it into the middle, sending it up. And Livermore high stopping that. Livermore high sending it right to Dublin. Now Dublin attacking the far side again. That goes out. This is going to be a Livermore throw-in. Quick throw-in over the top. Dublin throw-in now off the Livermore play. Up the line to Dublin. It's off Livermore. Going to be a Dublin throw-in again. It's Dublin up the line, able to take that ball away. And Livermore sending it, able to get to it. It's sent all the way back to the goalkeeper and cleared by the Dublin goalkeeper to the far side. Dublin Livermore knocking it straight to Dublin once again, all bouncing around. It's a 50-50, goes up in the air, headed on by Dublin. Dublin still heading that ball on top, ball up. There's a through ball, nobody there. This is Dublin, going to control it on the far side and back. Through ball up the far side, knocked out by Livermore. Dublin throw-in. That's Dublin throwing it in up the line, knocking it out. Livermore throw-in. Livermore up the line under pressure. Dublin knocking it out. Another Livermore throw-in. A little farther up the field now. Dublin able to get that, control it, bring it down, send it all the way back. Now sending it back up again. Nice long ball. And there's a ball to the near side. And that squirts through two players, Dublin and Livermore. That's called a Dublin throw-in. Apparently nobody touching that. And we have substitution. This is Dublin High, one player sub. It's a long throw for Dublin High. It goes over the top of everybody. Livermore on the end of that. Now Livermore sending a long ball over the top, right down the middle. And there's the first goal. Dangerous ball. Dublin defense. Goalkeeper coming all the way out. Dublin defense stopping. And the score is now 1-0 for Livermore. 18-minute mark. Livermore scoring on a long reaching ball to the back post. Able to chase it down before the goalkeeper of defense got to it. Knocking in the first goal. Livermore undefeated, now up 1-0. Dublin lasting 18 minutes. Not doing too bad, actually. Just giving up that one goal. Let's see if Dublin can come back from that. Another second substitution for Dublin High. It's thrown up the line, headed towards the middle. And knocked back outside. This is called a Dublin throw-in.
Keep the pressure on, Livermore.
thrown in towards the box. It skips through, cleared out, not very far. It's a low clearance, now a high clearance. Dublin on the end of it. Dublin controlling, sending it back. Pressure from Livermore. Now sent back up again. Dublin high through the midfield. Cleared straight to Dublin high from Livermore. Now Dublin running it through the midfield, sending it out. Dublin on the near side, sending it to the line, cutting it back in. Nobody to go to, sending it all the way back again. Now sent into the middle, headed by Livermore. Some overhead clearance, not sent too far, and now it's finally cleared out. Straight to Dublin again. Dublin sending that all the way back. Now into the middle. Back again. And that's where Livermore High will just take that ball away. And here comes Livermore on an attack.
Take it!
Livermore almost a 2v1, and that's sent to the far side. And it's going to be a goal kick for Dublin High. Livermore with 3 substitutes getting ready to come in. A long punt to the outside. It's just going to go out for a throw in Livermore. Livermore controlling that throw in. Nobody marking up now. Now it's sent in. Straight to Dublin. Now Dublin controlling that. Dublin turning that in the midfield, sending back into the mid. It's a tough pass, tough to control. 3 players all over the Dublin player. And now here comes Livermore down the midfield. Giving that ball up. Dublin attacking that, sending the long ball up. Livermore getting there first, knocking it out. Throw in for Dublin. Dublin up the line, 2 players flicked on. Cleared by Livermore. Now Livermore controlling that in the midfield, sending it to the far side. Chasing that down, keeping it in. That's a nice ball from Livermore. Livermore now attacking. As Dublin standing up, the Livermore attack, sending it out. It's going to be a throw in for Livermore on the near side. Livermore just throwing that back. Player wide open now, sending it in the middle. Headed by Dublin. Second header, flick it on. Dublin chasing that down, getting on the end of it. Pulling it back, working it through the midfield. There's a long ball over the top. And finally Livermore getting to that. Heading it back in. Dublin knocking that forward, straight to Livermore. Dublin getting a foot on it, not able to control. And that gets sent up and out. And out for a throw in, Livermore. Quick throw, long throw, all the way up. Dublin stepping up, knocking it out. This will be another throw about 15 yards up. That's flicked on by Livermore, straight to Dublin. Dublin clearing it, sending it right back to Livermore. Livermore right back up, this time controlling it and sending it back again. Livermore going for a switch. Dublin on the end of that switch. Livermore picking up the bounce, sending it back. Now attacking again on the far side. Looking for a combination, broken up by Dublin High. Dublin High sending it up the line. Now into the middle. Oh, that takes a bounce over the top of the Livermore player. And there goes another switch to the far side. Yeah, it doesn't make it there. And that's Livermore knocking that down. And that's going to go out. This is going to be a corner kick for Dublin High.
That's you, Lindsay.
Going to be with the right foot from Dublin High. Swing out. Dublin High lined up at the back, running in. This goes right in the middle, headed out by Livermore, straight to Dublin. Dublin controlling it in the midfield, trying to turn it through, and it's taken away by Livermore. And here comes Livermore on a counter. Livermore, 2 players on the near side.
Keep going, Meeks! Keep going, Meeks!
Let it go!
Dublin getting back, covering nicely, gets sent in the middle. Dublin clearing that out. And Dublin knocking that off of Livermore. Dublin throwing. It's long and up the line, headed by Livermore, and that goes out. This seems to be a pretty consistent story with Dublin High playing good defense, losing all their games by 1 or 2 goals now. Just not able to put anything away. They're playing a nice and solid defense, just giving up some goals, perhaps lack of focus. And here's the long ball by Livermore.
Go, Abby, go!
And that's passed back. That's one of those focus moments we were just talking about. I was just talking about. Lack of focus, sent back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper not coming out. And another goal scoring opportunity for Livermore High.
Don't let it set up, shoot!
I believe this is called an indirect kick. And so it will take 2 touches. Livermore set up for that quick touch and shot. Let's see if Dublin High can run onto this and block it. And that's exactly what happens. It gets blocked. Goes out for a Livermore throw-in. Pretty consistent now for Dublin High to play good defense, and they just have a lapse of focus and give up a goal or 2, and that's all it takes, a goal or 2, and they're down and not able to come back from that. There goes this long throw again. It's very dangerous, and there's a nice block. Little Dublin with a nice block. Livermore looking like they were going to put one in the back of the net. Dublin High stepping up and blocking that. Here's Livermore sending that back in the middle. Headed straight down to Livermore, and it bounces to Dublin. Oh, that's a nice bounce for Livermore, and there's a shot, and it's partially blocked. Going to be another corner kick. Different lineup now. Livermore actually on the goal line. In swinger, goes to the back post. Dublin getting it in there, hitting it out with the leg. And here's Livermore sending one up. And that's the keeper coming out, getting a hand on it, knocking it up and out, and then Dublin defense clearing it. Short throw. And Dublin able to chase that down, take it away. There's a shot that was blocked by Dublin, which is finally cleared out again. Dublin doing another good job of scrapping around on defense in the back, just getting the balls and blocking and blocking and blocking. And that goes out. This is going to be a Dublin throw-in. That's a quick throw. Headed on by Dublin. That's going to be called a foul. The AR with his flag up, whistling that for Dublin High School. Dublin sending that long into the box, headed by Livermore, drops down. Livermore sending that up the line. Nice combination for Livermore. Now Livermore sends a long ball, and this is the goalkeeper coming out to pick this up right at the corner of the box.
Good hustle, Abby.
Good ball.
It's rolled out, near side, corner. Dublin able to roll that around, work it into the midfield. And Livermore taking that away. Now here comes Livermore right down the near side. Dublin stepping up, blocking that, now taking it down the midfield again. Oh, that's a slide tackle. That prevents the through ball. And now here's a through ball for Livermore. And now Dublin sends that up. Livermore gets on the end of it, sends it back. All the way to the keeper now. That comes to the near side. And that's out. Throw in for Dublin High. Headed by Livermore, out for another Dublin High throw. That ball bouncing over the fence. It'll be a minute before that gets back into play. Livermore getting 2 subs ready. Looks like they're not coming in. We'll have at least one more throw in before the subs come in. It's headed by Livermore. Dublin on the end of it. Knocking it to Livermore. Livermore clearing it. Dublin heading that back down and in. Dublin on the end of that. Dublin still trying to get it. Dublin finally coming out with it, sending it up the line. Dublin sent to the ground. That's going to be a call. Free kick for Dublin High. And that's the Dublin player now going out. It's sent to the ground, shaken up a bit. It's going to be a substitution for Dublin High. About 9 minutes left in the half. And here comes Livermore's substitutions. Free kick sent to the far side. Takes a bounce, headed by Livermore. Bounces around. Gets sent out. Right down the middle of the field. Livermore on the end of that. Sending it to the near side now. Livermore sending a long ball. That squirts through. This is Livermore chasing onto this. Livermore 2 players on the backside in the middle. And that's stopped by Dublin High School. Now cleared out, and it's going to be a throw in. This looks like it's going to be another long throw. This is going to make it almost in towards the PK spot here. That's where it goes. Dublin gets a head on it, drops down. Dublin steps up, gets a foot on it, and there's a shot. And it's a nice save. Good effort. That's a long range effort. It's 30 yards out. Trying to chip over the top. Dublin High School Goalkeeper doing a good job of blocking that and setting it up on a punt now. This is Dublin battling for that ball, sending it back. Now clearing it straight up the middle. On the end of that, 3 players from Livermore converging on that ball, able to take it, turn it, and there's a long ball sent up that's going to squirt through right to the goalkeeper for Dublin High. That's punted right to midfield near the far side, sent back up. Dublin High, or Livermore on the end of that. Dublin getting a foot there. Dublin getting another foot on that. Sending it back up. There's a player open on the far side. Gets touched, gets knocked forward towards the goal, and it goes right to the Livermore High School goalkeeper. This will be punted. That goes to the middle of the field. And Dublin comes out with this. Dublin trying to send it on the far side. It's deflected. Dublin keeps it in, sends it in towards the middle. Now it's knocked out. This will be a Dublin throw-in. Substitution for Dublin. Dublin High throwing that in towards the box. Another long throw from Dublin. Livermore sending that up. Dublin on the end of that, sending it into the middle of the box. And now Livermore clearing it right in the middle again. Dublin stepping in front of that, blocking it. Livermore blocking that through ball, but it comes out to Dublin. Dublin now sending to the near side. Dublin on the end of it, sending it all the way back. Now into the midfield, turning it, coming back into the middle. Nobody on this far side, or on this near side, so it gets sent back. Now it's sent up the near sideline. And sent back to Livermore goalkeeper. Now Livermore sending it back out. Nice bit of control for Livermore there. And Livermore just working a combination right up the near sideline. Nice cut back. And this is Livermore just running it right up the near sideline. Finally, it just goes straight to Dublin, and Dublin just clears that out. Tactical clearance to let Dublin catch the win and get everybody back in defense. And the throw in for Livermore. Livermore dropping that short, knocked out by Dublin. Another throw in. This Livermore heading that on. Nice flick. Goes straight to Dublin. Dublin setting it up right to Livermore. And Livermore back to Dublin again. Now Dublin's going to send a long one. Not high enough. Headed by Livermore. Sent right back up again. And it's going to go out. Dublin throw in. Dublin with the long throw. Headed by Livermore. Drops Dublin. Dublin now turning. Sending to the far side. Controlling on the far side, sending one up. And that's taken away by Livermore. Livermore attacking the far side. Nobody in the middle yet for Livermore. Now here comes Livermore coming in. And in the middle of the field, there's one sent in. And cleared out by Dublin. That goes out. That will be a Livermore throw-in on the far side. More in towards the corner of the box and knocked back out. Dublin throw in. That Goes up the line, headed by Livermore in towards the center. Another Livermore header. Now Dublin stepping up, getting a foot on it, knocking it out. Livermore throw in. Two minutes left in the half, kept on the scoreboard. 2:30. Knocked back out. Dublin's going to have to chase that back down again. There's a throw in for Dublin. Dublin dropping it back, controlling it. Now just sending it up in towards the middle. Livermore with the head on it, dropping it straight to Dublin. Dublin not controlling. Taken away by Livermore. Livermore with the shot. And that's going to squirt wide of the goal. It's going to be a goal kick for Dublin High School. Dublin High with the goal kick, sending it up. Livermore getting a head on it, bounces off of Dublin right to Livermore. Now Livermore clearing it, sending it up. Dublin getting a head on it, trying to send it forward in a battle. And that's Dublin coming out with it, sending a long ball. It's going to be too long. It's going to go right to the goalkeeper for Livermore. It gets thrown to the far side. Livermore trying to work that up. Gets sent up. Drops to Dublin. Dublin able to take that away. Dublin trying to turn it up the line under pressure. Backheeling it, getting it there. There's a nice backheeler, but it goes out. It's called a Dublin throw-in. Livermore trying to take that real quick. Setting the ball all the way down into the Dublin defensive area, and now it's going to be sent back for the throw-in. There's a short throw. Dublin trying to flick that on, just goes out. Livermore throw. Long throw that goes right to Dublin. Dublin chases that down, sending it across the middle of the field. Now to this near side for Livermore throwing. And that's the half. That's how we'll end for the first half. Livermore 1, Dublin 0. Okay, we're back at the start of the second half. This will be Livermore versus Dublin. Livermore in the black now, switching sides, going left to right, with Dublin in the white and red, going right to the left. This will be Livermore with the kickoff this time. Scores 1-0 for Livermore. I believe Livermore scored in the 18th minute. There's Livermore sending it back into the midfield. Now sending it up. That's to the near side here, back into the middle. Dublin finally get to that, blocking it, sending it to the far side. Livermore, 2 players over there. Dublin taking it to the far sideline, trying to send it up. It's blocked. Comes back to Dublin. Dublin now attacking the far sideline, sending that up. And that's Livermore coming out with it, sending it up the line. It's off the back of the heels of the Livermore player, goes out. This will be a Dublin throw-in. And it's Livermore on that Dublin header, or Dublin throw-in. Livermore with the header, and that's Dublin just knocking that out. It's going to be another throw-in for Livermore. Livermore coming out with that throw-in. Dublin tracking that down, not able to control. Livermore knocking that out. So it'll be another Dublin throw-in. Player down for Dublin High. Player down, not looking good. Player staying on the ground. Trainer from Livermore coming out. Player for Dublin High being dragged off to the side of the field. Substitute brought in. Game clock has been stopped at 38:43, so just 2 minutes into the second half right now. We're going to resume play with the throw-in. It goes up the line. Dublin High controlling and sending that straight to Livermore. And Livermore right back up. Dublin taking that away. Dublin working across the midfield, sending the near sideline. Chasing that down, goes back to the goalkeeper for Livermore, and Livermore clearing it right up the middle of the field. Dublin out there reaching for that, knocking it away. Rolls to the near side. Dublin on the end of that, sending it back, trying to control. Taken away by Livermore. Now Livermore sending it up to the middle of the field. Nice defense by Dublin to stop that. And that's sent up into the midfield. And cleared by Livermore. Dublin with the header. Dublin sending it outside. Chasing that down. See if they can keep the SS kept in and send up the line. And that's sent back to the goalkeeper, and Dublin with a nice bit of control, or Livermore with a nice bit of control there. Good defense. And here goes Dublin defending nicely. Can't keep control. It's sent out. Livermore coming back to take that ball away. Now attacking the far side lane. Livermore just running it right up through the midfield, sending it in. Nobody there. Cleared out by Dublin. Livermore once again in the middle of the field. Able to turn it. There's a shot on goal. That's going to go wide. Double with a long kick. Getting a foot on it, but it's cleared. Now headed by Dublin. Dublin able to turn that. Send it across into the middle. Dublin trying to work it through the middle, finally cleared by Livermore. Now Livermore with the long ball over the top. That's a good ball. Livermore running onto that. Oh, what a save by Dublin High. Livermore under pressure. The player chasing the Livermore player down, and Dublin High goalkeeper making herself big and just catching that shot. The score still 1-0. Livermore. That's knocked out. This is going to be a Dublin throw-in.
She's got all these ideas. I'm loving this.
Wait till he gets right on the freeway.
Dublin going up the line, trying to flick that on. It's headed up and out by Livermore. So it'll be another Dublin throw-in. Dublin throwing that into the corner of the box, flicking it on, heading it on, chasing onto it, not getting there in time. The Livermore goalkeeper coming out, picking that up, sending it to the near side. Now into the middle, player wide open for Livermore High in the middle of the field. Dublin tracking that down, and now clearing it. It's a long clear to the far side. Nobody's going to get there. It's going to roll out. That's going to allow Dublin High to bring the defense up for this Livermore throw-in. Livermore going up the line. Dublin taking that away. Livermore coming out with the chip shot.
Harry!
Kick now on the near side, bringing it down, setting the near side line. That's another good ball by Livermore. And Livermore with the shot, going for the far post. That's going to go wide. No ball in the back of the net. And that'll be the Dublin High goalkeeper chasing that down. Looks like this goal kick's going to the far side. And that's out again. Dublin High trying to hit the far side. And that's quite a few of these goal kicks that have gone out. Livermore High controlling that throw in the midfield, setting it all the way back now. Running it into the midfield, taken away by Dublin. Dublin trying to send that up. Stopped by Livermore. Livermore playing with the ball in the midfield, now sending it through. Livermore still into the box now. And that's off the post. Now sending it back in, that's into the middle, cleared by Dublin. Livermore High over the top, and that's an offsides call. And that ball's going to roll out. That's sent up all the way to the far side. This time it hooks up and gets headed up the line. This time goes out much further. Oh no, it's kept in. Now it's called out. Livermore throwing. And you can see what Dublin's been trying to work on for the whole game. Dublin on the end of that, setting it up. It's another throw in for Livermore High. Nobody marking up a player there. Livermore sending it up, but it drops to Dublin nicely. That's into the middle, and that's can't get there. That's a clear to this near side. Plenty of time for Livermore. They get sent it up the line. Nice control for Livermore. Now there's one sent over. That's a long ball, and that's going to skip through to the goalkeeper.
Good try, Bill. Good try.
Punted to the far side. Livermore on the end of that punt. Dublin taking that away, turning it around, sending it through the midfield. Dublin around, cutting back into the middle. Now cutting back again, going to the far side. Dublin attacking the far side, going to the far sideline now, into the corner, cutting back, sending it into the middle. Dublin with a good opportunity there, not able to capitalize and get a shot off. Now this is Livermore coming out. Dublin's getting that ball, sending it to the far side. It's an offsides call. First real good effort for Dublin High School. Working it all the way up into Livermore's box, sending it in, not able to get a shot off or a header. Taken away by Dublin. Sent over the top, flicked over the top. It's drops right in the middle of the box. Nobody there for Dublin. Livermore's a safe clear.
I want some communication, Kelsey.
block.
Dublin High School on the far side with the throw in that goes up the line, flicked into the middle. Livermore to control that, now send it up high. Livermore on the end of that, or Dublin on the end of that clear. Livermore taking that and sending it. There's a shot on goal. Nice save by the Dublin High School goalkeeper. And that goes out. It's going to be a corner kick. Good effort for Livermore. It's a nice long shot. And equally good save by the Dublin High School goalkeeper going to the left. Score still 1-0 for Livermore.
Hey, remember yesterday, ladies. Remember yesterday. Start wide.
Livermore setting up on the line for the box, all the way in the back. Looks like they're going to run onto this. Short kick taken, sent back, and here's a shot that goes to the far post, and that's going to be high. So you can see what they were working on, looking to curl that ball into the corner. And here goes the Dublin High School goalkeeper chasing after the ball again in the back. Dublin High to the outside again on the right. Livermore setting it back up, but it drops for Dublin. Dublin trying to work it up, and that gets sent out off of Livermore. Another Dublin throw-in. Livermore on the end of that Dublin throw-in, knocking it back forward. A lot of pressure from Dublin. Sent back, sent over the top. Dublin can't quite control that, now chasing it down. A lot of pressure from Livermore. Livermore getting called for a foul. And there's a long ball over the top to the far sideline. Dublin there to chase that down. Livermore to defend it. It gets sent in towards the middle. Dublin trying to chase that down, and the goalkeeper for Livermore getting to that first. Livermore setting that to the near side. Dublin getting a player up there. Able to work it out. Into the midfield. And there's a header by Dublin High. Cutting that play off. It drops to Livermore. Livermore attacking that box again. Looking like a shot. There is a shot, and that's going to go high. Comes to this near side, and that's going to roll up and out. This will be a Livermore throw-in. Livermore turning that, sending it in the middle. Dublin taking that away. Dublin coming back to it, sending it back into the midfield. Now to the far side. Sending it through. Livermore on the end of that. Livermore in the midfield, now setting it near side.
Carry! Turn it on!
Livermore attacking the near side, sending it outside now. You got to feel this is going to come inside. There's going to be a shot to that far post again. Headed by Dublin, and that goes over the top. This is going to be a corner kick. Dublin High School player heading that up. Heading that shot up and out. Feeling the effects of that shot. Let's see what Livermore does with this corner kick now. Livermore with one player in the goal, the rest of them out to the back of the box. Set short again to the near side. Now into the back post. That's over the top and in the goal. Over the top to the back post, knocked in. Goal number 2 for Livermore High. 17 minutes into the second half. And Dublin has a lot of work to do. Try to tie up the game. Livermore High working a set piece off the corner kick, sending it to the back post.
Nice cross, Bubba. Nice assist.
And now we have Dublin with another kickoff, sending it to the far side. Oh, that ball squirts through. It's going to stay in. And just a safe clearance by Livermore High. Dublin so far with only one real good attack. A lot of pressure from Livermore. This has been consistent. Dublin's done a good job of defending in the back.
Well, no, she just keeps
Just plays like that corner kick or a lack of focus and the balls are going in. Here's Dublin sending it to the far side, taking control of that throw and sending one into the middle. Comes across the middle straight to Livermore. And Dublin tracking that down, sending it back. And there's a ball over the top that's going to squirt through right to the goalkeeper for Livermore. .23 minutes left. Dublin down 2-0 to a strong Livermore team. It's applied a lot of pressure, played a lot in the Dublin defensive area.
Make them cover you, Lily.
All these balls have been coming to the outside. Not this time. It's kept in the middle, headed by Livermore, but Dublin on the end of that header, able to control. Send the near sideline. And Livermore taking that away, sending it back to the goalkeeper. Pressure from Dublin. That gets sent up and out by the Livermore goalkeeper. It's going to be a throw-in for Dublin High. Dublin High with substitutions. Throw in straight to Livermore. Livermore trying to control. Livermore just cutting it back. No pressure, sending a long ball over the top, headed by Dublin. That comes out for Dublin High School. Dublin controlling. Sending it back. Now back up in towards the midfield. Dublin still with it. Into the middle. Oh, that's a nice turn from Dublin High. Dublin High trying to work it into the middle. Finally cleared out by Livermore. There's Livermore, 2 players around the ball. Sending it to the near side now. Livermore going across. Into the middle of the field, now to the far side. Dublin High there. Taking that ball away. Setting it up the line. It's a nice ball. Dublin High trying to turn that, work it up the line. Livermore High sending it back to the goalkeeper. That's sent right up the middle. Dublin High on the end of that. It's a nice pass. Not able to get the second one through.
Colorblind, Schweitzer, they're colorblind.
That's straight to Dublin High. Dublin High, nice control. Able to send it down. Able to combine that. Looking for another combination. That goes far side. That sneaks through. Now looking to send it up back into the middle from the far side. Deflected. Livermore High coming out with it. Livermore High attacking right down the middle of the field, getting it through. Finally, Dublin getting a foot on that. Sent to the near side. Now back. There's a shot, and that's another nice save for the Dublin goalkeeper. Let's punch it up near midfield. Livermore coming out with that, controlling. Livermore sending to the near side.
Go, Lily, go at her, go at her. Let's go.
Livermore attacking right down to the middle of the box. Finally, Dublin stepping up, taking the ball away. Controlling, sending it out to the far side, and that's just going to go out for a Livermore throw-in. Dublin looking for the long run up the far side. Nobody running. So the ball just goes out. And this will be a substitution for Livermore. Throw in, cleared by Dublin, straight to Livermore. Now Livermore sending it in the middle. Dublin back to defending and clearing that. Goes straight to Livermore. Now Livermore comes right down the middle again. Ball's deflected, sent out to the near side.
What a save!
Kept in by Livermore. As chipped over the top, headed into the box by Livermore, but cleared by Dublin all the way to the near sideline. Dublin with one player chasing this down. Sent back to the goalkeeper by Livermore. Livermore now back to the near side. Up the line. Now some pressure. Oh, there's a knock from Dublin. That's going to be called.
Cannot do that. No, he should go to this more obvious.
Verbal warning for the Dublin High School player. And that's a ball into the middle. Dublin High on the end of it, sending it into the middle, taken away by Dublin right there from Livermore. Dublin able to come back to that ball nicely, and that's sent up the near sideline. Goes out for Livermore throwing. That's up the line, straight to Dublin. Dublin can't control that. Livermore comes up with it, sends it up straight to Dublin now. Oh, and that's off of Dublin foot, not able to control it. And here goes Livermore again, sending it far side, straight to Dublin. Dublin sending it straight to Livermore on the far side, but a good battle for Dublin to send it back out. And here comes Livermore on the far sideline, in near the corner box, sending it into the middle. Dublin there to block that. Cleared out, straight to Livermore in the box. Livermore attacking, Dublin getting a foot on it. Dublin still tracking that down. There's a long shot. And that hits the football upright again. And this will be another goal kick for Dublin High. Substitutions for Dublin High. See if this goes up and outside. It does. That's going to be long again. And Dublin not able to keep that in. Dublin working on that play, sending it to the line and heading it back up the line. Another substitution for Dublin High. substitution for Livermore. 2 players for Livermore. 15 minutes left in the second half. Scores 2-0. 1 goal for Livermore in the first half and one goal in the second half. Both around the 17-18 minute mark. And here comes Livermore. That's sent in the center, doubling on the end of that. Not able to clear it, but send it back out. And that's going to go right across the front of the goal near the PK spot. And it'll be a goal kick for Dublin. Another substitution for Dublin High School. See if this goes up to this far sideline. Yes, it does. That's a much better kick, though. Headed by Livermore. And Livermore sending it forward, but Dublin on the end of it. There's a player down. That does not look good. Bit of a hard knock, but she's up and walking pretty good. But that'll be a substitution. And it's going to be a free kick for Dublin High. Dublin High playing back, nobody up, and they're going to set the long ball again. It's up the line. Not very many players up there to set it up to and cleared out by Livermore.
Hey, what's in the thermos, Clint?
This will be a throw-in for Dublin High School. Dublin up the line, knocked out by Livermore, and this will be another Dublin throw-in. Dublin goes up the line. Livermore knocking in towards their own box, now clearing it. It's going to be another throw-in. That's headed by Livermore right back to the Dublin throw. Sent into the middle. And 50-50 ball going Livermore's way. Now setting up the near sideline. And that's Dublin. Nice bit of defense. Dublin clearing that ball out. And you throw in for Livermore High. Looking like a long throw in. This won't get all the way into the box. It looks like it's going to be short now. And how long? There it goes. It's into the corner of the box on a hop. Livermore able to turn it, send it to the far post. And that's the Dublin goalkeeper able to pick that up off of one hop. Dublin waiting for the defense to get up. Finally the punt to the far side. Livermore there sending it right back up. And here's Dublin on the end of that, turning it, sending it out. It's just going to be a throw-in for Livermore. Dublin not even interested in knocking the ball around, trying to pass it and work it out. They're just sending safe balls and defending. That ball's going to go out. It's going to be a goal kick. Another substitution for Dublin High School. Dublin setting up on the near side. And apparently there's a sniper or a snake in the field. But here we go. We're going to send this ball anyways. That doesn't go to the near. That goes into the middle. That's knocked around. Comes to Dublin. That's a long ball over the top. That's going to go straight to the Livermore goalkeeper. Livermore sending that right up the middle. Wide open player. Finally, Dublin stepping up, applying some pressure. He gets sent up. Dublin able to take that ball away. Here comes Dublin up the middle. Dublin sending that out. Up the line. Livermore taking that away. Now here comes Livermore up the line on the near side. And that goes out.
Nice idea, nice idea.
This will be a throw in for Dublin. Short throw comes back to Dublin. Dublin sending that up. Dublin trying to control that. 3 players around. Livermore taking that away. Now sending it in through the middle. It's a nice ball, but it's going to skip along and go right to Livermore. Or right to the Dublin goalkeeper, not Livermore. Goes right by the Livermore player. And this is Dublin with the punt. It's up near midfield. Livermore greets it, sends it to Dublin. And Dublin dribbling up now. Coming to the near side, sending it up. 3 players for Livermore taking that away. And here comes Livermore controlling it now. Livermore sending that all the way back. Now up the middle. And here's the long ball over the top that's going to go out. This is going to be a Dublin throw-in. Substitution for Dublin. It's Dublin throwing that up the line. It goes over the top of everybody. Livermore coming out with that. Livermore sending that back. Now sending it up the line. And that's called a handball.
Nice catch.
I know.
This will be a free kick for Livermore.
Bury it. Far post.
Well, that's sent in. That's a nice ball. Dublin goalkeeper all over it. Oh, what a block off the line. Sent in again. There's a couple nice saves for Dublin High School. Score still only 2-0. And there goes Dublin High School on a counter. Long shot, trying to go over the top. Didn't quite make it. It's a nice save for the Livermore High School goalkeeper to be backing on the line instead of coming out for that. Nice action there. Livermore not able to put it in for a third time. Ball saved off the line by the defender, and now we're working the ball through the midfield. Here goes Livermore on the far side. That gets knocked out. This is called a Livermore throw. Livermore not in a hurry to get this. 6 minutes left in the game. Score is 2-0 for Livermore, and Livermore is going to put in a substitution. Cleared out by Dublin. Livermore throw. Dublin stepping up, applying pressure. Livermore sending it to the near side. That's a nice little flick on by Livermore. Livermore working across the middle. Pressure by Dublin. Dublin takes that away, sends it up. Dublin turning that under pressure, now sends it to the far side. Dublin working it out, sending it back now to the far sideline. Now into the middle again, and that's cleared out. Oh! Now Now Livermore's running straight up. And that is a foul. That will be a free kick for Livermore.
Yeah, but that's a card.
Referee stopping time. Player safety. 5 minutes left. Apparently the foul was back there. No, now it's coming back up again.
Where she was laying down.
Livermore, a lot of players up on the box. There it is, it's sent in. Livermore on the end of that, sending it back. Sending it back into the middle now. And here comes Dublin. Livermore able to get that around the Dublin player. And it's sent to the back post. Headed out by Dublin. Here comes Livermore again. And that's supposed to be sent into the box, and that got sent over the line. That will be a goal kick for Dublin. Let's see where this goal kick goes. Right into the middle this time. Takes a pop. Livermore sending it back in. And here comes Dublin and Livermore. It's a battle here in the middle. Sent back to Livermore. Livermore all the way to the goalkeeper now. Here comes pressure from Dublin. And that's sent over. And that goes near sideline. That's going to be called a handball. This will be a free kick for Livermore. Dublin's still trying to mount an attack, get at least one goal in here. There goes the long ball to the backside, the back post of the Dublin goal. Livermore able to keep it in. Dublin takes it away and just knocks it out for a throw in Livermore on the far side. Livermore or Dublin just not interested in passing the ball out. There's that throw in back to the Livermore player, cleared out by Dublin. That tactic seems to be working for Dublin, just to defend it and take it away instead of trying to work its way up. That goes up the line, knocked out by Livermore. It's up the line again. And that is whistled a foul. That's looks like a high kick, and that's going to be right at the corner of the box. Livermore or Dublin sending everybody, one player back. That's just going to get sent into the box where there's a lot of players. Dublin set up at the back. Players running in. Sent in short and just cleared by Livermore. Dublin sending it right back into the middle. And that's an offsides call. Referee not calling the offsides, allowing the Livermore goalkeeper to roll it out. This is Dublin high. So another safe out. Just waiting for the throw in.
Oh, that too, yeah.
The referee asking the player to come back. Livermore able to just turn that. Or they give it away. Dublin high now trying to control, send it through. Dublin High not on the same page. Clear to the goalkeeper for Dublin. Dublin with the long punt to the far side. Livermore getting a foot on it first. And then Dublin High tracking it down, sending it up. Livermore on the end of that, sending it back, but it's a foul. This is going to be a Dublin High free kick. Here goes Dublin High, sending a bunch of players up. 58 seconds left. Still 3 in the back that should have everybody up, but getting as many as they can. Ball just sent up in there, bouncing around, going out. Dublin throwing 45 seconds. Dublin just hoping to get a consolation goal right now. There goes a long throw in towards the center of the box, headed by Livermore, headed by Dublin, cleared by Livermore. Drops to Dublin. Dublin with the shot towards the goal, and that'll probably be the last shot. Dublin with the last gasp effort to get a conciliatory goal. And there's a long punt for Livermore. 10 seconds left. And Livermore probably content to just dribble it around in the midfield. And that's it. End of the game. Well, referee looking at the time clock. There he goes. Blows his whistle. Final score is Livermore 2, Dublin 0. Dublin now going 0-4 in the league. Livermore still undefeated. Looking to have a good season. Still a competitive match.
Until next time.
Some of these Livermore games have been 8-0. So Dublin, even though going down 0-4 in the league, it's
Happy holidays.
not a sign of their competitiveness, just needing to work on some things, getting the ball out, focusing on defense and making sure there's focus all the time, not letting the guard down at all, and working on those counterattacks. We'll see how the rest of the season goes.